What is up, guys? Rick Hackus here, and we're talking about DLC gun types being added to Destiny, specifically laser rifles. Now, I actually made a video a while back simply going over how amazing it would be for Destiny to have DLC gun types added to it, and also some of my ideas for what some DLC gun types would be. Well, thankfully that video actually got pretty popular, over about 300,000 views right now. And that honestly could have been one of the reasons why Bungie actually did listen to the community and added new gun types into the game with sidearms. Sidearms appeared in the House of Wolves. Only 2 sidearms were added, unfortunately, but it looks like Bungie is continuing to add new sidearms within the Taken King. It also looks actually like melee weapons are being added as another new gun type in the Taken King, and if you don't know that, I would suggest clicking the annotation on screen right now and watching that video, because that's some insane new information. Now, I've actually already made videos specifically about SMGs and laser cannons, but today we're talking about the laser rifle. Well, laser rifles would actually be pretty similar to the laser rifle within Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. They would shoot a straight beam that would basically do continuous damage. Now, in video game terminology, it would actually do very low damage at an extremely high fire rate to give the perception that it is a laser, but it's basically the same thing. Now, originally in my first video about DLC gun types, my idea for the laser rifle was to have this continuous damage laser, but it actually increases in damage over time. So at the end of the magazine, you're doing substantially more damage. Now, this would definitely differentiate it from the other gun types, but we have to now consider the 3 foundries being added into Destiny with the Taken King: Hawkeye, Suros, and Omalon. So why not have each different foundry have its own unique style of laser rifle? Hawkeye is focused on damage, and as such, the Hawkeye laser rifles would start off doing more damage and then go down with damage over time. At the end of the magazine, they would be doing very little amounts of damage. Now, these laser rifles would be what you are looking for if you are a PvP focused player. You get all of your massive damage out at first, and that's going to let you keep up with the other gun types in the game. Your time to kill would be kind of around assault rifle time to kill, maybe a tiny bit higher when compared to some of the assault rifles, but the downside is that you're going to have to reacquire on each kill. If you kill an enemy and there's another one right beside him, you have to stop shooting and then start shooting again. You can't just drag your sight over, and that can get you killed. Now, in the other end of the spectrum, there is Omalon. Omalon cares about technology and is probably the most advanced foundry in the game. And as such, Omalon lasers would start off doing less damage, and then by the end of the magazine be doing substantially more damage. Now, Omalon lasers would actually end up doing more damage overall. If you had 30 rounds in an Omalon laser and 30 rounds in a Hawkeye laser, the Omalon laser will do more damage with that 30 rounds. So you're going to want to look for Omalon lasers if you're a PvE focused player. Now, what about Suros? Well, Suros lasers wouldn't get higher or lower in terms of damage profile. They would be doing the same damage the entire time, making them the most customizable and the best for all different scenarios. A Suros laser would be good in PvP and PvE as well. Having 3 different styles of laser rifles for the 3 different foundries would massively increase customization and gameplay possibilities within Destiny. Now, there's something else that's often overlooked when it comes to gun types and increasing gameplay possibilities, and that is perks. Just like how Headseeker is a unique perk to pulse rifles, you can also have unique perks tailored to laser rifles. For example, how about a perk called Heatsink, which takes away the magazine of your laser rifle and replaces it with a cooldown feature similar to the Mass Effect 1 style of guns. If you shoot them too long, they will overheat, doing a very long cooldown animation, longer than if you would have just kept the normal magazine and be reloading it. Now this is a very interesting high risk, high reward perk because technically you have unlimited ammo, but if you're ever in a PvP scenario where you're being rushed by multiple guys, you can very easily overheat with the heat sink perk on, and then you are just a sitting duck. So you have to play extremely tactical and make sure you don't bite off more than you can chew. Having perks like this would increase gameplay variety even more so. Now what about exotic laser rifles? Well, for exotics, Bungie basically has unlimited creativity because the exotic perks actually matter a little bit more than the function of the weapon. So I'm gonna toss it to you guys. Leave in the comment below what you think would be an awesome exotic laser rifle. Now I just want to reiterate that the ideas in these videos are more than simply it would be cool if ideas. Bungie is actually listening. Melee weapons were the most requested new DLC gun type in my old DLC gun types video by far. And guess what? Bungie seems to be adding melee weapons as a new gun type in the Taken King. So again, Bungie is listening. So by liking and sharing this video if you agree with it, and also participating in the comments section in the conversation, Bungie will read that stuff. Bungie will pay attention, and we might actually get laser rifles added as a new DLC gun type in Destiny. That's it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, don't be afraid to slap that subscribe button. Doing so will let you see Destiny content similar to this. My Twitch channel and Twitter are both linked in the description of this video. So check out my Twitter if you want to get in touch with me, and check out my Twitch if you want to see my ramblings live. Again, I hope you enjoy, and as always, have a good day.